signs and crosswatchers. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon to full April into May 2023? I am your reader, Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. Mars conjunct Leo rising. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998. We are almost 25 years in service. Come Beltane on May 1st. I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. It's available on Kindle. There is a link in the description box, and you can preview it for free and check out some of the prayers, practices, and principles that have kept me in business for 25 years and even before that. It's broken down into chakra chapters. Had a lot of fun making it. Kindle version is a little simpler than the original one, let's say that, and you can find that over on Patreon, patreon.com/drawing the circle. What a nice segue. I think I might keep that. That was good. My subscription platform over there as a mystical artist, a spiritual teacher, a professional intuitive, and reading cards since I'm 12 years old. I'm going to be 55 this year. Yeah. I know I don't look at thanks, although obviously humidity has returned to Long Island, New York. I love my Patreon. All of my subscribers get me every single morning in what's called the daily check-in. They chat with me with an unlisted YouTube live stream link. We chat about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications. Always ending with a little prayer, a little blessing, a little something to send us on our way. My absolute favorite way to start the day, as well as they get all the extended readings, all the part 2s to the part 1s. We got 8 levels of subscriber from Seeker, $3 a month, to God Goddess, top tier. They get everything on the platform, $20 a month. At the time of this timed recording, this isn't a timeless read. So if you feel so drawn, please just go click it out. Go look at the menu. I got some cool stuff cooking over there. Come Patreon on Patreon, because I'm the fun one. I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. You can call me Mal. Easier. Let's get down to biz, shall we? I will let you know I meditate and I pray and I do breath work before every reading that I do, client face-to-face, or, you know, one of these general reads on YouTube. And the meditation actually brought me to tears. I was like, can I do this? And my guides were like, yeah, no, you're totally ready. Well, fix your hair and your eyes. Clean myself up to get on camera, but actually I feel better. Whatever needed to move through me did, so I'm kind of ready to do this read. So let's get down to it. If you're new to the channel, 5-card draw just means 1 card from 5 different decks. Gonna include tips and hints about anything in particular, but in this case a 2-week period from a new moon to full moon. We'll look at the astrology in a minute. To plant a seed and help it grow for your element of fire, what you yearn for, what you burn for, what your heart's desire. These 5 decks represent the 5 magical elements. We'll start with the element of fire, earth, air, water, and spirit, to help you with your spell work, your intentional work, your manifestational whoozy what's this, your law of attraction up one wall, across the ceiling, down the other side, you do you. Creative fire, fixed fire, but 5th house Leo, creativity and good fortune, right? So let's look at this timeline to help us all manifest our heart's desires, which are part of our sacred contracts. And crosswatchers, you can learn a lot about the one you are crosswatching for, but you could also help them by maybe implementing some of these intentions, etc., into your 2-week period, if you like. It's a little bit of a tricky new moon for a start. It is an eclipse. We start and end this waxing phase in an eclipse, with an eclipse, I guess I should say. The new moon is void of course. At the same moment, it eclipses at 12:13 a.m. Eastern Time. I am in New York, hence Long Island. It goes into Taurus a little bit later, 12:30 a.m. It's still early in the morning. And that's when Thursday, 4:20. Dave's not here. And like I said, earthquakey can be, like, eclipses are interesting. They usually shake things up a bit. But you plant a seed on that day, and I will say it could be a good day for money. Thursday, Taurus, right? Just cast when you wake up in the morning or whatever you do. And then you work on it a little bit every day to the full moon in Scorpio. Also an eclipse, as I said, on Friday, Cinco de Mayo, 5/5, 1:34 p.m. So, you know, you might want to do your stuff on Thursday night. but I could probably do something in the morning there too. Boom. In between those two dates of note, and I think you're going to find this of note, Mercury goes retrograde April 21st, so enjoy your 420, because 421. Mercury goes retrograde in Aries, which might not be too bad for a Leo, because that's at least a trine with fire to fire that way at some point. However, this is the big one, Leos. Buckle up. On May 1st, Beltane, May Day, Pluto goes retrograde in Aquarius, our opposite sign. The fixed air to our fixed fire. So, you know, transformation. I think that might be what I was picking up on there, empathically, intuitively, whatever, to prepare me for this read. So, look, it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. You might have 4 different seeds to sow, as it were. Good season for it up here. But to keep in mind, your heart's desires are part of your sacred contract, your soul contracts. So manifesting your heart's desire even a little bit, even if you're cross-watching, helps not just the Leo collective, but makes this world better, right? Because let's face it, chances of this planet surviving might very well depend on people doing what they came here to do, right? Fulfill the purpose, however you want to see it. The shift from all that explanation, which I simply must do, and I'm glad to do it for the new people, to the divination I am truly born to do in this life, and you got to admit it's an odd skill to be born with, but I got it. That shift happens in the still point, so help me find it. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I'll do the best I can to help us all manifest our heart's desire, water, earth, air, and fire. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Yeah, here we go. Using the magical spell card, Lucy Cavendish, for the element of fire. I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism. For the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video who were drawn to this reading, please. What is the spell fragment to help them refine, clarify, define their element of fire, what they yearn for, what they burn for, what their heart's desire, or perhaps what is required to manifest their heart's desire? This beautiful, beautiful, April to May. There you are, for the Leo collective in this 5-card jar read. New beginnings. All right, they really made me work for that one. It was like clothes kept slipping away, which might mean something. Let this magic in my spell clear the space in which I dwell. Work. Now look, of course you got to clear the space for a new beginning. That's weeding the garden before you plant. I got to get out there. I can't wait. It's 80 degrees the other day. I wasn't ready. It's like, but my hair apparently isn't either. Let this magic in my spell clear the space in which I dwell. So, you know, could be a new beginning for anything. But if you've done the waning moon stuff, the shadow work, the releasing, the letting go, it's probably already there. Now it's like, let's create. So, interesting element of fire for a new moon read. Let's ground it. The element of earth using the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. Really, the message is the most important thing. But if you have the stone indicated, you may want to use it as a magical carrier, a touchstone, an amulet, a talisman. If it don't have the stone, no big deal. Clear quartz does everything. But you could use a piece of jewelry. You could put a rubber band around your wrist, whatever works. Just a little reminder, a little element of earth, something physical. To carry it along. And my witches know what I'm talking about. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the north powers of earth, hence the Crystal Oracle. Please, great Archangel of Lyons, Archangel of nature, Archangel of wealth. And nature, I mean the whole like ecosystem in terms of the physicality, the animals, the vegetables, the minerals. Please, one card in clarity, the element of earth, the fuel to feed the fire, to help ground and manifest the heart's desire of the Leo collective with new beginnings in an element of fire. This beautiful, nudiful. Azurite. I think I have some. Yeah, I do have some. Azurite. Cousin to malachite. The difference is copper, which turns the blue green. I do love me some azurite. This is obviously druzy azurite because it's sparkly. Usually, like malachite isn't sparkly. Azurite can often be, though. I've seen it more than not. So, definitely I would use it as a third eye stone or a throat chakra stone. But let's see what Mr. Salerno has to say. Self-confidence, creativity and good fortune is fifth house dynamic, Leo. Expanding awareness. So we are looking at kind of throat chakra, third eye. I would think creativity, what's coming out your mouth, spit, swallow, or chew. Believe in yourself, for you have the ability to materialize your dreams. Good. Throughout the coming months, you will begin to expand your horizons and explore new possibilities for your life. You will realize that all you need in order to manifest your dreams is self-confidence. Now, that's a Leo thing, right? You know, well, we're the star, right? Every other sign has a planet. We're the sun. It's a star. It's not even a planet. I know. Maybe a little self-righteous there. Maybe something's a little off in that interpretation, but you get what I'm saying. Believe in yourself and do not let anything stand in your way. Even if you are rejected, do not give up, for even rejection can serve to strengthen your resolve and character, provided you are ready for it. Yeah, if you're going to shine authentically in this world, you got to be used to that to some extent. I mean, I was a triple threat back in the day. Really, seriously, it was good, but showbiz would have killed me. Oh, those quantum timelines of me as an actor? Oh no, dead. Sex, drugs, rock and roll, dead in those timelines. I'm the version that took the mystical spiritual path way back in the 80s. So, look. This is the thing. The rejection is protection. But another quantum version of you chooses that. So just choose wisely. Believe in yourself. We'll be fine. We always are. We always land on our feet. Kitty cats. Expect it and see it as something that you can learn from. Success is guaranteed provided you remain focused and confident. Fixed fire. Focused fire and confident. This is sort of our gig, ain't it? See every experience as an opportunity to learn, and I do. And I will tell you, as a witch, and this might not be for everybody, but I will speak to my witchy poos out there. Once a witch says, oh no, I'm done learning, dead in the water, forget it. The gods are like, oh, well, they're like, good luck with that. Because there's always a higher truth, unfortunately. But fortunately, there's always a higher truth. All right, you ready? Let's get the element of air here, because fire can't be without air, and nor can desire be without thought. The mind, we are going to be using the Archangel Fire Oracle for the element of air. I know, but they have wings. And plus, archangels, you kind of have to go through the third eye. And considering the azurite there, right? For a new beginning, angels they know more than we do. It's big general overstatement there. It's the understatement of the decade, at least. But they don't intervene unless we ask, right? Because they're kind that way. And sometimes, yes, it's screaming help at the top of your lungs is helpful. But if you know who to call for, saves time, I guess. So, let's see. Please take a nice deep breath. Considering I was crying my eyes out like 20 minutes ago, I think I'm doing pretty good. It was a good release. Still point. As I call to the pantheons of archangels, please. Beloved ones, the arcs of angels, the collectives of different higher selves according to mission and purpose and all that kind of jazz. Being an Arielite myself, the Archangel of Lion, please, one card in clarity for the Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and Crosswatcher. Everybody has an archangelic lineage. Please, one card in clarity for the element of air for the Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and Crosswatchers. watching this video and receiving this reading. Who is the archangel waiting in the wings with their wings ready to zoom in, maybe even online, zoom in with the guidance, the grace, the love, the wisdom, the power for the element of air to help the Leo collective, etc., manifest our heart's desire, which either is or does require new beginnings with Azurite, and really self-confidence seems to hit that, but it's about manifesting our dreams, seeing things from an expanded awareness, which this would help, one would think, with that vibe of mental stuff going on there. So, who's the archangel to help us, this beautiful nudiful? You kidding? All right, witches, take a deep breath. Christiel. It's essentially Jesus with wings. But it's Lord Sananda. I mean, he wasn't Jew. He was a Jew. He was a Jew. Let's not go there. It's too much for you, too. We can have that conversation over on Patreon if you like. Because, you know, you do you. I think this is the easiest way to say that. But I am a student and a teacher of A Course in Miracles, so go there if you like. Highly recommend it. 365 days of shifting consciousness from fear to love. Please. Oh, witch, please. Here we go. Christiel. Keyword peace. Hey, man. Peace. Hey, 420. Oh, knocked the magnifying glass out of the holder. There is a reason Archangel Christiel's name sounds like Christ, which, by the way, the original meaning of the word means the anointed. For this angel's name could literally be translated as Christ of God. Christiel is the angel charged with bringing peace, especially when peace comes in the form of harmlessness. Okay. He reminds us that if we act from a place of harmlessness, we are then less likely to attract harm and can therefore find it much easier to trust that we will be kept safe. Now, here's the thing. All of my public spells are for the well-being of all with harm to none, because that's an acknowledgement of unity. There's only one of us here, darling. That's why it keeps going round and around. We keep smacking ourselves. What are you doing, right? So all of the war on the planet and, all about the illusion of separation, we are waking up out of that. So to do this in a harmless way also means not to harm yourself. It means not beating yourself up, right? And I think the self-confidence is part of that. To see that you're doing the best that you can, realizing that you have forgotten everything you fucking signed up for before you came into this life, except written on our hearts is our heart's desire, right? And it can torture us if, just depending on how we think we're dealing with it, right? So to do this in a harmless way, the message, a more peaceful time is coming to you. You have worked hard to create peace in your life and the lives of others. Trust that as you do no harm shall come to you. And again, I think that we can, I think Marianne Williamson said a teacher of A Course in Miracles. She didn't write Course in Miracles. It's a whole other story. But she said that we may think that other people are mean, but to ourselves we could be vicious. And that's true. That's the ego when it's inflamed. So that harmlessness here with Azurite, right? That expanded consciousness, the confidence in self, but that might very well mean that clearing the space in which you dwell might be in your own skin, within your own energy field, to just be like, you know what? I'm doing the best that I can, giving what I know. There's always a higher truth. And what I really want is peace. Now, people might think peace is boring. Not really. There's a peace that passeth understanding, and they mean business when they add the ETH at the end of it. The peace that passeth understanding. But it is what allows the heart, the safety to really open and to allow those desires to manifest, because we're acknowledging them and embracing them. Easier said than done. Let's look at the element of water. The emotional part, using the Whispers of Love Oracle by Angelo Hartfield, consecrated to the higher self collective, meaning essentially all of the archangels is one. I guess all of the higher selves, in this case at least for the Leos and the Crosswatchers. Let's see what happens. Please take a nice deep breath. I should cry my eyes out more before readings. Oh my god. Still point. Let's not. Still point. If I can make the higher selves giggle, that's a good thing. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, perhaps my own included. What a shock. Please, the higher selves of all involved, fifth dimension and above, eighth chakra and above, what is the whisper of love? For the element of water, to bless with love and emotion and energy from the heart chakra and all that, to help the Leo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers manifest our heart's desire of new beginning using azurite and calling in the Archangel Christiel for peace of mind, right? To manifest our heart's desire. What is the whisper of love? Fifth dimension above, eighth chakra and above for us, this beautiful, beautiful. Be authentic to who you are. You are being asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. And look, I've gotten rid of a lot of people in my life that way, right? I was like, are you trying to manipulate me? Right? You know, and okay, maybe it's a little bit more ballsy. People say I'm intimidating. Thumbs up if you think I'm intimidating. Thumbs up if you don't. I don't care. Look, being authentic is tricky because we're always, right, self-realizing, right? Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, I didn't realize. So, to go about this in a harmless way, right? Be authentic to who you are doesn't mean that just because you want to burn down the village, you burn down the village, right? No, that is not creation. That is destruction. Just so we're clear. Clarifying terms here. Certainly, to know how to do that, it's okay to ask an archangel and say, how do I do this peacefully? Because this one's tap dancing on my last nerve, and if we're all one, why am I doing that to myself, right? And that's a way of clearing space. But if out of it comes that confidence and that expanded awareness that you really are doing better than you know. That's what my guides tell me all along. They're like, you have no idea how well you're actually doing. I'm like, you're right, I don't. And do we need constant synchronicities and approval and validation? Or is there a point where we say, for my own peace of mind, bring it. I believe in ourselves and make our dreams come true. Can't get more heart's desire-y Disney than that. Okay, I'm still salty. I'm from New York. I'm a gay man. I'm a almost 55-year-old gay man from New York. What do you think? Yeah? That's why I love hanging out with women. Let's keep going. Last card down, the Kahn Healing Mantra deck. These work. If you work them, they work for me. And I write mine down, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, and work them every day, both waxing and waning. A little bit here, a little bit there. No need to overdo it. A little goes a long way. So, the element of spirit to charge it, right? You put together the toy and you plug it in, right? You put in the battery, you flick the switch. But here's the tea. Get a piece of azurite, something similar, honestly, sodalite, lapis, clear quartz, anything would do. Cast the spell on it once at new moon, asking for the help of Archangel Christiel, with the intention to be as authentic as you can be, as harmlessly as possible. Do the mantra, and then all you got to do is hold the stone and do the mantra. That's what I do, or I put it into jewelry because I'm going to wear it anyway. Please take a nice deep breath. Clues, tips, and hints. Here, we should see what we get away with on Patreon. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the ascended masters of the General Assembly, suddenly I feel like I'm in the center of a stadium with just rows and rows of them. Please, please, beloved ascended masters of the General Assembly, one card in clarity for the card of spirit. The perfect healing mantra for the Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading, to help us manifest our heart's desire, which it seems does indeed require a new beginning, with self-confidence and expanded awareness and very third eye, very throat, that creativity of it, particularly by calling in the Archangel of Peace, Christiel, the Anointed One, ancient Greek. If it freaks out the witches, remind them of that. It's an ancient word. Please, what you got? What you got for them? The perfect healing mantra, so that we can be authentic to who we are, because we're being asked to be authentic about who we are and what we feel, at least in any given moment. So for this moment and for the next 2 weeks, this beautiful, beautiful. What's the perfect healing mantra for the Leo Collective and the Cross Watchers? To manifest our heart's desire, water, earth, air, and fire, sharing shame. When I share my deepest pain, I give myself permission to be. That's the clearing of it. We have all made mistakes along the journey. Everyone, fallible, sooner or later. It's how it works. The truth of who we are, though, knows that that's how it is. The personality and the ego can suffer greatly over that, and that's what chips away at our self-consciousness. If, oh, but I worked so hard for this, or I cast, or I manifested, I tried to but I didn't get it, that can really, really, really be a blow in terms of manifesting one's heart's desire. So just even in the spell, let this magic in the spell clear the space in which I dwell. I mean, that could be a house cleaning spell, if you can apply that to this. It seems a little bigger than that, or at least more meaningful than just a house cleaning spell. I got plenty of those. No, this is about giving yourself permission to be. And by the way, when you share your deepest shame, as I'm going to read from the bookie book here, it is about being vulnerable. But I always say you can certainly do the rite of confession this way before you do it this way. And I do it all the time. I do it all the time. What am I looking for here? Shame. I've gone non-linear. I definitely am going to need the magnifying glass for this. I've got mascara floating around in my tear ducts. Sharing shame. When I share my deepest pain, I give myself permission to be. Right? And guilt as I've done wrong, shame as I am wrong, or there's something wrong with me. There's a difference, right? When shame is shared, cycles of victimhood are permitted to heal as you find the courage to speak your truth. This is the authentic part. This really is. Since abuse and neglect can only be perpetuated in silence, it is your willingness to step forward and share your life story that helps transform each wound and inspire others to be set free. So yes, that does speak of clearing out an energy space to be creative in how you take the pain and what you've suffered and share it in a way that heals you and others. But that's unity for you, right? Once your shame is shared, you're able to honor yourself with the heightened encouragement, worthiness, and validation that you deserve to receive, because you're essentially giving it to yourself first, right? Creating that space, that is self-confident, knowing that I can talk about these painful, uncomfortable things, right? Doesn't have to be on social media, though, right? It's like, don't start there. Light a candle. Start there, right? Make your daily confession, which is essentially Jesus, angel, on the table. I'm going there right now. Yeshua ben Joseph was his name, just whatever. Oh, Disappearance of the Universe by Gary Renard. I'll blow your third eye right out your head. We'll be finding pieces of your ajna all over the nation. This mantra is ideal for revisiting past traumas, expressing your inner child, and finding self-acceptance. I think, ding, 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 ding. There's our winner for that self-confidence. Wow. Okay, so order and method, little gray cells. We are going to do a blessimation. Means a blessing and a summation all at once. I amalgamize words all the frickin' time. I amalgamize them. At the end of that will be the end of the reading, but if you want to stick around for the end, we're going to talk about 25 years of drawing the circle, because there are changes being made May 1st, please, or around. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh, here we go. Let's see what comes out of my mouth. Still point. Here we go, as I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Leo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video who were drawn to this reading. May we all be blessed that all that we need to manifest our heart's desire by water, earth, air, and fire, starting with spirit, that as we share shame, we share our deepest pain. We give ourselves permission to be as we are, as we go, being authentic to who we are, because we're being asked to be authentic about who we are and how we feel. And sometimes that's talking about where we've been and where we want to go. And certainly calling upon the healing angel, the archangel of peace, to do that from a peaceful place. It might take a while to get there, but 2 weeks, little by little by little, day by day, calling upon a harmless healing energy to help us heal, and so that we don't harm as we go. And doing that, we find our self-confidence. We find an expanded awareness. We get to tap into our creativity and to create rather than destroy in this new beginning that we have worked for, that we have let go of a lot for. So let the magic in this spell clear the space in which we dwell, for the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. So would it be. So it is. It's good. It might even be clear in the space so that you can share shame in a safe context, little by little. If you liked it, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and comment, because all that does is helps other Leos and cross-watchers find this reading in the algorithm. But there are no algorithms on Patreon, just like there's no crying in baseball, apparently. Although there is, obviously. I love my Patreon. Please go check it out. We're having so much fun over there. I mean, really, I'm the fun one. I'm like the spiritual teacher. I'm not going to make you do meditation sit-ups, I promise. But if you want to go check it out, the link is there for checking out. And come Patreon on Patreon. It's my favorite thing ever, and I highly recommend it to all my creative friends, by the way. And 25 years ago, I started Drawing the Circle Productions and started charging $100 an hour for private sessions. Hands-on healing, spiritual counseling, readings, whether it was a group all day, an hour, half hour, we did the math. That's changing. Come May 1st, 2023. Right now, there is a link in the description box in this very video. Video I did 2 years ago, booking a reading with Val, will explain the process, right? How to reach out, how long, everything you ever wanted to know about booking a reading with Val, but we're afraid to ask. That's in there, but a new video is being made because things are changing. I'm upping my prices and making some changes. So if you book me before May 1st, I will absolutely honor the $100 an hour spiritual counseling or reading. However we want to do, we can Zoom it, whatever. That's all in it. Even if you book it for after May 1st, but you're gonna hurry. We're almost at the end of April. So reach out, book me. I'll be glad to read you. But most importantly, Leos, come on, self-confidence, we can do this. But there's some lead that needs to be let go of here in the process. So hang in there. Be authentic to who we are. That's what we came here to do. And we do make it look good. Wishing you the very, very best and the very, very blessed, my beloved Leonines. Heal, hail, farewell. Blessed, blessed be.